listening to GCN, the world leader in independent talk radio.
Running through Copland, screaming, fuck the police. Hormones in the water, they acting out of order. Like
lest I be accused of not showing the dual edge of technology, in other words, the empowerment on one end and the enslavement on the other. We've been talking a lot about the enslavement using RFID chips, but this one is actually a feel-good story. RFID gives voice to nonverbal children. When nonverbal students at New York Public District 75 in Queens first got their hands on the Logan Proxtalker, developed by Connecticut startup company Proxtalker.com, they began communicating. According to Karen Gorman, the district's assistive technology evaluation coordinator, it all started with a simple good morning. But when the children, who are not able to speak due to multiple disabilities such as autism, began working with the device given to them by their teacher, they were soon putting together entire sentences. The Logan Proxtalker, apparently the size of a laptop computer, and they show a little boy, if you scroll down, I think. Basically, this little boy, he has one next to him. Yeah, there it is right there. It's about the size of a laptop. Was designed by Glenn Dobbs, the president of the company, and Kevin Miller, the VP. The device employs RFID technology to help child instruct the machine what to say and comes up with an RFID interrogator and tags known as sound tags, each with a word or phrase and usually a corresponding image printed on the front. When a child moves a tag over the machine, it announces the word that the tag represents. So, back in the day, they used to have those cards that every one of them had a barcode and you got the thing and it gave you, it was like one of those interactive gaming kind of things. And this is kind of using that technology, but instead of to play a game, it's so that autistic kids and other kids with, different disabilities can speak to people. I think this is actually a very cool invention, and it's non-intrusive because it's not inside their body. But can you imagine them saying, well, now if you give your autistic kid this chip, he'll be able to communicate via this device because internally it will know what he's trying to say, and it will basically interpret that and put it out in, plain speak. Common folk talk, if you will. So this is a neat idea. I just hope it doesn't get out of control, and actually a very cool invention. Let's see. Panel votes to investigate extremism report. Democrats on a key House panel joined Republicans in a unanimous vote calling a formal inquiry into the Homeland Security Department to determine how contentious report that described military veterans as possible recruits for radical extremists was developed and distributed in a rare bipartisan manner. See, it's a lose-lose if they try to back these reports up and say they're good for the country. So they're all going to grandstand, but they're going to, it's going to be bad news, Brown. I just have to report on it because they're saying, we're going to investigate those DHS reports. We're going to do it. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We love you. We're the government. All right, we're going to take a final couple of calls. I didn't even get to some of my tech news or this secret meeting that was held in New York. I'm going to get to it right now. Under cloak of secrecy, some of the world's wealthiest people gathered in an unprecedented meeting this month in New York City, possibly to coordinate strategies for giving their vast fortunes to charity in the midst of the financial crisis. So who was there? Well, our good friends Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Ted Turner, Mr. Population Sustainability, Mayor Michael Bloomberg, George Soros, and here it is. Oprah, little Oprah action. I keep Oprah's name out of my mouth because I don't really have a huge diss for her. I think overall she does good things, but she's meeting with some serious demons here in the likes of Ted Turner, Buffett, Bloomberg, Soros. And, I don't hate Gates, but he doesn't do good things. And Rockefeller was also there as well. And that's just the public of who's there. I think, is there anybody else? Nope, that's it. So that's worth looking at. And then there's this new laser projector. ENS 8K laser projectors also display 3D content in HD. This thing apparently can produce the quality of 16 times 1080p HD. Can you imagine that? 16 times, and it can also project in 3D, something that James Cameron is currently working on. Very, very interesting stuff. We like to stay up on the tech news here at the InfoWarrior. If you missed any of the program, the podcast is on the left-hand side of the InfoWarrior.com, as well as a huge archive of my last couple of months worth of shows. Folks, Alex in North Carolina, you're the last caller this evening, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
You were talking about Oprah. There was this one quote that I heard a while ago from Obama. He was saying that I accept Oprah Winfrey, and there are Christians that are saying that means he's becoming part of her church or something.
Is there a Church of Oprah? I know she has a school.
Yeah, she has a church of Oprah.
Is that true, man? Are you sure there's a Church of Oprah? That seems a little over the top.
That's what this video on YouTube was saying, but
you got to watch what you believe on the internet. What else you got for me, my brother?
I also wanted to ask about IBM.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said that it had something to do with eugenics or something.
Well, it's a new smart ID program, which is using RFID chips to track and trace all the food that they're sending over, and the beta test is from Vietnam seafood. And remember, this is going to make sure that everything is nice and fresh and good, yet they want to replace all the regular food with GMO foods and ban organic farming. So it's going to be another control mechanism based on what you can ingest in your body. It's the InfoWarrior, back tomorrow, 9 to midnight. Thank you all.